So in the previous lecture, we discussed about the rotary intersection. So what are the different traffic operations involved in the rotary? That is diverging, merging, and weaving, right? So basically, diverging is a traffic operation where vehicles moving in one direction separated into different directions. Merging is a opposite to that of diverging, where there is a process of joining the traffic which is coming from different directions. And weaving is the combination of both merging and diverging movement in the same direction. Then we discussed the design elements of rotary, in which we discussed the various points such as weaving length, what is the entry width, exit width, radius of central island, how much should be the radius of central island, the design speed. So speaking about the design speed related to the rotary, so generally 30 kmph is adopted for the urban, while 40 kmph is for the rural areas. Shape, speaking about the shape of the central island, so it should not contain any corners, and the normal shapes are circular, elliptical, turbine, and tangential, right? So this shape is dependent upon the number of roads which is meeting at the junction. Okay. Now the next point is our next design element is a weaving angle and weaving length. So this weaving angle should be small, and minimum of 15% should be maintained, while this weaving length is calculated as I is equal to 4W, where W is the width of rotary intersection. Then we discuss width of rotary. In this, the width of weaving section is calculated by a formula E is equal to, W is equal to E1 plus E2 divided by 2 plus 3.5. So it gives us the weaving width for the rotary. So E1 and E2 are nothing but E1 is the width of carriageway at the entry, while E2 is the width of carriageway at the exit. So as far as possible, this width at the entry and exit should be lower than the width of carriageway at the approach. Why? Because this will enable for the reduction of the speed of Next, we discuss entry, exit, and island radius. Then side distance. Then camber and super elevation. Now, the very next important point is the capacity of the rotary and how we determine the capacity of the rotary. So capacity of the rotary is determined by the capacity of each weaving section. So in this, there is one formula to find out the capacity of the weaving section, which is given by QW is equal to 280W into 1 plus E by W into 1 minus P by 3 divided by 1 plus W by N. Okay. Where E is the average entry and exit width, which is calculated as E1 plus E2 divided by 2. Where W is weaving width, L is the length of weaving, and P is the proportion of weaving traffic to non-weaving traffic. And there are some norms when to use this formula for capacity. So this formula is valid only when the weaving width at the rotary is between 6 to 18 meter. The ratio of the average width of the carriageway at exit and at entry and exit to that of weaving width should be in the range 0.4 to 1. The ratio of that weaving width to weaving length should be between 0.12 to 0.4. The P should be in the range of 0.4 to 1, that is proportion of weaving traffic to non-weaving traffic. And the weaving length should be between 18 to 90 meters. Okay. Now today we are going to discuss the traffic signals. Traffic signals. So traffic signal is basically defined as, how can we define the traffic signal? Which is any power operated traffic control device. Basically it is a traffic control device, or we can say a sign by which traffic is warned, or we can say directed to take some specific action. So it is a traffic signals are nothing but a traffic control devices. So which can be, by which we can warn the traffic, or we can give the direction to the traffic for some specified action. Or we can say it is used to direct the traffic, used to direct the traffic to stop and proceed, to stop and proceed at intersections using red and green signals, using red and green traffic lights, green traffic lights signals automatically. So with the help of this traffic signal, we can direct the traffic to stop or proceed using red and green light signals. मग आता याचे ऍडव्हान्टेजेस काय काय असतील, ट्रॅफिक सिग्नलचे ऍडव्हान्टेजेस काय असतील बघूयात. सो ऍडव्हान्टेजेस ऑफ ट्रॅफिक सिग्नल्स काय सांगता येईल ऍडव्हान्टेजेस. नंबर 1, traffic signal gives proper movement to traffic, proper movement to traffic and increases traffic handling capacities. असं म्हणूयात, increases traffic handling capacity. Main advantages of traffic signal is that reduces accidents, काय म्हणूयात, mainly at right angled collisions. What are the other advantages of these traffic signals? Reasonable speed is maintained, असं म्हणूयात, किंवा reasonable speed is maintained. Reasonable speed is maintained. So when there is a continuous flow of traffic, these traffic signals provide chance to cross the traffic, So these are some of the advantages of these traffic signals. So when there are advantages of some things, automatically disadvantages also comes. So what should be the disadvantages? काय असतील disadvantages? not so many disadvantages of there for traffic signals, but we can कुठले डिसएडव्हान्टेजेस सांगू शकतो आपण? Can anybody tell me the disadvantage of this traffic signal?
Bhaganagari sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I take 5 minutes?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. So please allow me to share the screen. On the share screen tab, you can give me the access, sir. Just click on the share screen tab. Yes.
So I made you co-host now. You can share the screen.
Okay. 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 My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, dear students, so this is one important task that you have to finish it. You have to fill this Google form till today evening. Okay, this data is required for us for our university work. Okay, we have to submit the data in a proper format, and we have to maintain the data in college also. So for that purpose, you need to fill the data using the Google form, which I am going to share it in just a minute. Okay. Within 5 to 10 minutes, I will share it on your official WhatsApp group. You just click on the link and just fill the data, required data till today evening. Okay, this is very urgent and important work. You have to finish it. So at first you have to put your name, full name of your student, that is your name, your roll number, permanent full address with the PIN code. You have to enter your address with PIN code. Then local address, if it is same, again you need to copy that address and you need to paste it over here. You need to enter the state. Okay, that is Maharashtra. Your district, Solapur, Pune, Sangli, Satara, whatever the district you belongs to. Tehsil name, PIN code, then percentage of 10th standard. Okay, 10th standard marks you need to put over here. Passing year of 10th, maybe 2016, 18, 15, whatever it may be. So passing year of 10th, then 10th school name, university or board, SSC board exam. Then if you have completed 12th, then you need to add this particular tab also. Okay, that is 12th, or diploma. If you have done the diploma, that is diploma specialization, that is civil engineering. Okay, then percentage of 12th or diploma, whichever is applicable. School name for 10th and diploma, for 12th and diploma. Then university or the board, okay, for 12th and diploma. Your mobile number, your parents' mobile number, nationalized bank. Okay, your bank passbook, in which bank you got your account. So you have to put the name of that nationalized bank, IFSC code, account number, whether this particular account number is saving. Okay, account type is saving or current. Then you have to upload your JPG image. Okay, You have to add your JPEG image over here. Probably keep the size of that JPEG image between 4 KB to 100 KB. Okay, 3.5 centimeter by 4.5 standard size. That is in between 4 to 100 KB only. Okay, then 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, or the diploma mark sheet, whichever is applicable. Your technical event certificates, whatever the technical events you have attended previously, okay, till date. Okay, like CAD competition, bridge model making, whatever the competitions you have completed, you have to add the certificate for the same. Then paper publication, if you have published any paper, you have to add the paper publication also. Training or the workshop. Now, most of you have completed the Coursera certificate, correct? Coursera and other trainings. Okay, 2-day, 3-day, 5-day trainings or weekly trainings you have completed. So you have to add the certificate of that. Sports certificate, you have participated in any sports activity like cricket, kho, kabaddi, and you got some prize or you got some reward for it. Then you have to add the certificate of that. Cultural certificate, you have to add any social activity you have performed or completed, you have to add that also. And then you need to submit it. Okay. This is very urgent and important work. You have to finish it till today evening. Okay. Are you getting? Please do respond. हा गुगल फॉर्म मी शेअर करेल सर्वांसोबत ग्रुपवरती. हा पटकन फिलअप करायचा आहे गुगल फॉर्म. ठीक आहे, सर्वांनी इमिजिएटली फिलअप करा आणि तो डेटा त्यानुसार भरायला चालू करा. ठीक आहे. ओके, थँक्यू सर. भागानगरे सर, ओव्हर टू यू.
Okay, welcome.
I will stop share.
Okay, so we were discussing about the traffic signals. So I had given you the advantages for that is traffic signals. Now we need to discuss the disadvantage, if any, there. So while speaking about the disadvantages, if there is an improper design, as well as improper location of these traffic signals, improper design and improper location, it may lead to the violations of control system. Violations of control system. Okay. Second disadvantage, we can say, if there is a failure of electricity, which may lead to the failure of the signal, then in that case, there may be a confusion to the road user. It will create the confusion to the road users. Okay. So some of the disadvantages of these traffic signals are like this. Now let us go to the next point, which is the types of traffic signals. Types of traffic signals. So basically, these traffic signals are divided into three types. Number one, traffic control devices. Sorry, traffic control signals. Traffic control signals. Now, as all of you know, there are basically three colored signal. One is red colored, which is meant for to stop. Second one is green color, which is meant to proceed or to go. Third one is the amber color, or you can say yellow color, which indicates now lights to be changed. That is from red to green or green to red. Is it clear? Now these traffic control signals are again divided into three types. These traffic control signals are again divided into three types. The first one is fixed time signal. First one is fixed time signal. The fixed time signal मध्ये काय होतं? In this fixed time signal, the timing of each phase of the cycle is predetermined. आता सायकल म्हणजे काय, और सायकल लेंथ म्हणजे काय, तर टाइम इंटरवल बिटवीन स्टार्टिंग ऑफ एनी one signal such as green to next green, and this time interval is fixed in a fixed time signal. Are you getting what I am trying to say? So in a fixed time signal, this timing of each phase of the cycle is predetermined, and this is predetermined based on the traffic studies. But the main drawback of such type of signal is that sometimes the traffic flow on the one road is almost nil, while on the other road it is quite heavy. फिक्स टाइम सिग्नलचा ड्रॉबॅक काय, एखाद्या वेळेला काय होतं की एखाद्या रोडवरती अगदीच ट्रॅफिक नील असतं, रिकामा रोड असतो, आणि अपोजिट रोड किंवा दुसरी काय रोड जे असते तिथे हेवी ट्रॅफिक असतो, पण बट यू cannot proceed because a fixed timing is given to that signal. The second type of signal in a traffic control signal is a manually operator signals, which is मॅन्युअली ऑपरेटेड मध्ये तर काय सांगायची गरज नाही की मॅन्युअली ऑपरेट होतात. आणि थर्ड टाइप इज अ ऑटोमॅटिक सिग्नल, त्याला ट्रॅफिक ऍक्च्युएटेड सिग्नल असं पण म्हणतात. ट्रॅफिक ऍक्च्युएटेड सिग्नल्स किंवा त्यालाच आपण ऑटोमॅटिक सिग्नल्स पण म्हणू. ऑटोमॅटिक. So the automatic signals are those in which the timing of phase and cycles are changed according to traffic demand. So I will write here, these are the signals, that is automatic signals, in which the timing of the phase, the timing of phase and cycle are changed according to the traffic demand. Okay. So these are the three types for the traffic control signals. Now the second type of traffic signal is a pedestrian signals. Second type is a pedestrian signals. Pedestrian signals. So pedestrian signals are nothing but which gives the way to pedestrian to cross the road. When vehicular traffic is stopped, right? And the last type of signals are known as special traffic signals. Special traffic signals. So special traffic signals, the another name for this special traffic signal or special traffic signals are known as flashing beacons. Flashing beacons. So this means to warn the traffic. म्हणजेच काय ट्रॅफिकला वॉर्न करायचं. So when the signal is red, the vehicle shall stop before the nearest crosswalk, and when it flashes the yellow signal, it means the driver may proceed with the caution. Okay. So these are the types of the traffic signals. Now next point is the types of traffic signal systems. Next point is types of traffic signal systems. So there are 4 types of traffic signal system. The first one is a simultaneous system. Simultaneous system. So in this type of system, all the signals show same indication at the same time. All the signals show same indication at same time. Okay. So since the division of the cycle means same color light, green to green, red to red. So as there is a division of cycle is same, this system does not work satisfactorily. The second type of traffic signal system is a alternate system. Alternate system. So in this type of system, it shows opposite indications at the same time. Opposite indications shows opposite indications at the same time. So this is more satisfactory than the simultaneous system. Okay. The third type of traffic signal system is a simple progressive system. Simple progressive system. So in this type of system, a time schedule is made where as possible as a continuous operation of group of vehicles along the main road there should be a continuous operation of group of vehicles along the main road at the reasonable speed. Okay. So the phases and the intervals at each signal may be different in this case, but each signal unit works as a fixed time signal with a equal signal cycle length. तर या केस मध्ये काय होतंय की प्रत्येक सिग्नल युनिट हा फिक्स्ड टाइम सिग्नल नुसार काम करेल, ज्याच्यामध्ये इक्वल सिग्नल सायकल लेंथ असेल. समजतंय मी काय म्हणतो? The fourth type of traffic signal system is a flexible progressive system. Flexible progressive system. So in this system, we can vary the length of the cycle. Earlier, the cycle length is same in simple progressive system, but in flexible progressive system, we can vary the length of the cycle division, and the time schedule of each signal with the help of computer. तर फ्लेक्सिबल प्रोग्रेसिव्ह सिस्टीम मध्ये आपण काय काय व्हॅरी करू शकतो? लेंथ ऑफ सायकल व्हॅरी करू शकतो, सायकल डिव्हिजन व्हॅरी करू शकतो, आणि टाइम शेड्यूल व्हॅरी करू शकतो. त्यामुळं ही जी सिस्टीम आहे ती मोस्ट इफेक्टिव्ह सिस्टीम आहे किंवा इफिशियंट सिस्टीम आहे असं म्हणूया. So these are the 4 types of the traffic signal systems. Got it? Now few terms that I want to introduce here, which are used for the design of the traffic signals. Terms used in design of traffic signals. out of which the first term is the cycle length, which is given by C naught or C0. तर cycle length म्हणजे काय? What is mean by the cycle length? So cycle length is the time interval between starting of signal such as green to next time green starts, green to next time green starts. सो एकदा ग्रीन लाईट आली की त्याच्यानंतर पुढची ग्रीन लाईट कधी येते, या दोन पिरियड मधला जो टाइम इंटरवल असेल ह्यालाच आपण सायकल लेंथ असं म्हणतो. द सेकंड टर्म इज अ interval. Second term is a interval. So what it indicates, interval means nothing but it indicates change from one state to another state, change from one stage to another stage. So there are two types of the interval. The one is change interval and second one is clearance interval. आता चेंज इंटरवल म्हणजे काय, तर त्यालाच आपण येलो टाइम असं पण म्हणतो. चेंज इंटरवललाच आपण, इट इज ऑल्सो नोन ॲज दी येलो टाइम, त्याला आपण येलो टाइम म्हणणार आहे. मग काय इंडिकेट करते ते, इट इंडिकेट्स द इंटरवल बिटवीन ग्रेड अँड रेड सिग्नल. इट इंडिकेट्स टाइम इंटरवल बिटवीन किंवा इंटरवल बिटवीन, it indicates interval between green and red signal. क्लिअरन्स इंटरवल म्हणजे काय, क्लिअरन्स इंटरवलला आपण ऑल रेड टाइम असं म्हणणार आहे. ऑल रेड टाइम इंटरवल असं म्हणणार. क्लिअरन्स इंटरवलला आपण काय म्हणणार आहोत, ऑल रेड टाइम इंटरवल म्हणणार आहोत. प्लीज रिमेंबर ऑल दिस टर्म्स. ऑल रेड टाइम इंटरवल काय इंडिकेट करते, ह्याच्यामध्ये येलो इंटरवल पण इन्क्लूड केलेला असणार आहे. सो विच इंडिकेट्स ऑल सिग्नल फेजेस which shows red and is used for clearing the vehicles at the intersection. So if I want to write the total cycle length, जर मला total cycle length लिहायची असेल, total cycle length, then I can write here total cycle length is equal to ग्रीन इंटरवल, काय काय असणार हो, ग्रीन इंटरवल असेल प्लस रेड इंटरवल असेल आणि चेंज इंटरवल असेल, म्हणजेच येलो टाइम. रेड इंटरवल प्लस चेंज इंटरवल. Okay, is it clear to everyone? So in the next lecture, we will discuss the remaining terms which is used in the design of traffic signals, such as lost time. What is meant by lost time? Phase, effective green time, lane capacity. So all these terms we will discuss in the next lecture. So with this, we will stop for today. So thank you. Thank you everyone for joining the session. So see you in the next session.